Hello, TV Land. It's your boy Free. That's Joe, ready to once again get cracking. How y'all doing on this fine and wonderful Tuesday afternoon, post Chris Columbus Day? As much as I like the guy's recordings, I don't think he necessarily deserved an entire day dedicated to him. Well, let's check his filmography. Let me escape. Let me see. We lower the resolution. Yeah, hope you will bear with me. I'm having my usual Tuesday loginess. Tuesday typically being the day when my body finally starts working out all of the various impurities from the excess of my binge eating. Very annoying that it takes so long for it to work itself out. Chris Columbus, here we go. IMDb. Oh, wait. He was the director. Who was I thinking of? No. Chris Columbus. I was thinking of somebody else. Who did... Chris de Burgh. Alright, understandable how I could get Chris Columbus and Chris de Burgh messed up. Because, you know, Chris. Such an uninspiring name. I mean, anybody named Chris, I mean, it's real easy to forget. Ask my brother. Of course, it's not actually that Chris Columbus that yesterday was in commemoration of. It was Christopher Columbus, the... Alright, I'll go ahead and do it. Explorer. I think it was more merchant. Was he an explorer? Was he considered an explorer? I don't know. What I do know is there's lots of hubbub about whether or not he should be given credit for discovering America, or whether or not that actually goes to Amerigo de Vespucci, which since America is probably named with Amerigo, I guess he probably didn't, and Christopher Columbus was trying to find that trade route to India instead. And then there's the whole, you know, he was one of history's greatest monsters kind of things instead. And it's like, you know, that might be the case, but I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, so, I mean, I can't really hold it too much against him. So, you know, then that raises the question then. Well, okay, so maybe you don't spend the day honoring the man so much as the achievement or accomplishment, which... Again, you know, whether or not he even deserved that accomplishment to begin with. And, yeah, but then if it was actually the accomplishment that we would be celebrating, it wouldn't be named Chris Columbus Day. But then again, the holiday came up before the tide of history, the tide of cultural opinion was turned against him. And even then... So, since that discovery caused hardship for other people, it's like, should we still celebrate it? And I go back to that whole, well, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him, so, I mean, if you actually honestly took an objective look at your life, I'm pretty certain most people are, because of both good decisions and bad decisions, of good outcomes and bad outcomes. So, I mean, if you try to scrub anything that had bad outcomes, I doubt any of us would be here, to be honest. No matter how you look at it, whether you look at it from an evolutionary perspective or a religious perspective. So, well, yeah. I mean, from an evolutionary perspective, I mean, Homo sapiens wiped out the Neanderthals. I guess from competition for resources or whatever, right? And from a religious perspective, at least the Christian one, I mean, we're here because Adam and Eve got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. So, mean, I'm not gonna make the. I don't know. And yeah, so many things. I mean, World War II ended because of American involvement, which is all well and good, but I mean, for the Axis forces, it wasn't so good. How do you hmm, how do you reconcile that really? That for there to be a winner, there was probably, most likely, a loser of some kind. I mean, so because there are losers, you can't celebrate an accomplishment? I mean, how many things in life? Well, like I said, we wouldn't have anything to celebrate if we take it to its logical conclusion. Of course, it's not all based on logic. It's merely with a very specific end purpose in mind why certain things get erased. And any examination of history can pretty easily, clearly pinpoint what those objectives are and what the end goal is. Which, of course, is also why they, as part of it, are erasing history. They're trying to. They. So conspiratorial, they. But all of that aside, you like that spiel? That's a good spiel. I like that spiel. I didn't even think out that spiel. Not too much. While I was setting this stuff up, I was just thinking about a basic intro, and then I just kind of winged it from there. But while I was winging it, I opened up my browser and I opened up my editor, and I'm still in my home workspace. So I can either go on to what we should be doing today, which I didn't actually think about at all, or I could continue dragging things out by talking about the weather outside. What do you feel like doing today, my viewers? Well, we'll split it. We did a bit of a spiel, so now we'll do a bit of a work, and then we can do a bit of a spiel later, or whatever I feel like. So where I left off yesterday, if I remember correctly, is that I think I was pretty happy with the status of my sidebar template. Let me see. Make sure I am committed and all checked in. Okay, let's fire it up. We'll take one last look at it. Now's the time when I should start talking about the weather. But I'm not. I'm going to instead enjoy my La Croix, which apparently is being sued now for containing cockroach insecticide. Kind of briefly looked at the story. It smells like a shakedown, if you ask me. Okay, yes. So I like the color scheme. I like the sidebar. Okay. I am cool with it. It looks fine. So what does that mean now? Well, okay, now we need to upload it to Amazon, which I hope I remember to do because it's been very long since I did it. Alright, so actually what the first thing I need to do is build it. So is the npm run build? Yay! Even with my loginess, which is my term, not necessarily my term actually, it's the term I have associated with mental sluggishness. That's how I use it. It probably can also just refer to sluggishness in general, which could mean mental or physical. Oh, internet, what would I logi? A piece of imitation, nope, or loogie. I'm obviously misspelling the word. Feeling logie. Okay, that's close enough. Come on, Google. Oh, that's how you spell it. Oh, means heavy. Okay. Yeah, I do feel heavy. because I'm burdened with awesomeness and greatness. Alright, so this built. And so to double check it, we are going to open up Files and UI and Template Sidebar and Distribution because it's the dist. And we start up the index.html. And it opened Visual Editor for some reason. That's interesting. Stupid thing must have changed the file associations. You were not supposed to do that. Open with other application. Firefox. Select. Oh, you know what? I should double check it in Chrome too. I have been remiss in that. I haven't done that. Alright, double check. Open with Chrome. Select. Alright, still comes up in Chrome. And, alright, that still works. Okay, now the one thing I do want to double check is, I said before that I had to manually copy my styles over. Because my style is so awesome that it cannot be duplicated. Alright, let's see if that... Copy, template sidebar, dist, paste, and let's F5 that bad boy. There we go. Okay. Yep, you see how it fills up nicely? Yes, yes. Alright. So we built it, and we have the style. So now I have to go ahead and go into Amazon, which I have, okay, my account, management console, let's see if I remember this correctly. It has been a long time since I logged on this one. Alright. Obviously, as you can see, I have not recently visited anything. So now we go into S3. And I should have, okay, here are my, this is my website, login for my website, and my templates. Alright, can I want to copy the bucket ARN. Really wish I could just kind of duplicate it, but alright. No. Alright. Create bucket. JJ-UI-template-sidebar-v1. And this is in Northern Virginia. Alright, let's go ahead and create it. And I am going to copy this folder because all the images should still be the same. Actions, paste. Alright, and let me go look at here again. So I should just require, I want to go into you. Please ignore the connotations of that. App bundle, index.html, style CSS, and vendor. Alright, just those three. Template sidebar, upload, drag and drop. App bundle, index, styles, vendor app. Upload. Good. Alright. Now there was, in order to make it a website. I needed permissions, right? Right. I'm almost certain I had to modify the, yeah, there we go. I had to modify the bucket policy. That's what it was. Alright, let me copy this. Alright. So back to template sidebar. Permissions, we will bucket policy. Paste this policy, which basically allows the public to get the contents of said bucket, which they do not recommend you do. It's kind of funny is that they let you statically host a website in S3, but in order to do so, you have to make it public. But then they expressly tell you that you shouldn't make it public. I suspect it's a CYA kind of thing. It's like, hey, we told you shouldn't do it, but okay. And properties, static website hosting. Use this bucket to host a website. And our index.html. I believe this is all I need. And let's double check. Open this in a bada boom. As you can see, it is hosted. Not securely, but whatever. Whatever. Okay, so that is uploaded. Nice. Okay. That said, I did. What other buckets do I have? I have. Okay, so I also have Bell Music School, Parallax, and Pure, and I did update those libraries for these three, and actually also for my website too. But I'm not done with my website yet. And since I'm still going to be making changes to this, I don't need to update it, but I should go ahead and update my templates. Update the buckets for the templates. So now, in order to do that, the first thing I got to do is build them too. cd ls cd ui template pure npm run build. And let me see. Now, this is, what am I? Pure? Okay. So, as far as styles is probably the same. Index is the same. I probably only have to upload app bundle and vendor apps. Probably. Well, since the code didn't really change, I doubt I would be able to notice any functional differences. Oh, you know what I should put? I could put like an about in the template to say which version it is. Not necessarily a bad idea. Okay, template pure. Let's see if that bad boy's up. Dist index. It's gonna open up editor again. I cannot believe it changed that in the file association. It's so wrong. Very presumptuous of Visual Studio to do that. And I'm here. Here's the pure. All right, that's good. So again, we need to copy over the style just to be consistent. You know what? I should have. Let's reopen that one again. Open with other application. Select. Yeah, it's harder to tell because you only have the dividers there, but yeah, that's there. Okay, so this is template pure. I assume I just need to upload app bundle and vendor app. Upload. And these are changed for today, so let's take a look at properties. Static website hosting. And yes, yes. That is good. And that leaves the last one, which is... why do you do this to me? No, no. Which is Parallax, which is a cool name. Not as cool as Joe, but anything not associated with me can't possibly be as cool as me. npm run build. Oh well, that's building. Weather-wise, still warm, still 80. I was actually talking with a coworker today, and he pointed out to me that, at least in our area, we've had the most 90-degree days this summer, as well as the most rainfall, I think, or third most rainfall, whatever. But to be honest, it didn't really feel like it to me either way. I think maybe the rainfall, it's because it wasn't consistent, and we just had downpours often enough to break records. And a little surprised at the temperature, though, because I haven't been feeling it. And my electricity bill hasn't really reflected it either. Although, the highest months for my electricity bills are the winter months. And even then, they've gotten much better. I'm so glad the apartment complex replaced the windows a couple years ago. They upgraded all the windows, and the new ones they got do a good job. I suspect I actually lose most of my cool and heat from actually the front door, because it's not very properly sealed, and the fireplace, which I don't use at all. And even though that stupid thing is supposed to be closed, whatever what do they call the thing? The flume? I don't know, never use it. Alright, let's see, Parallax. You can still feel the draft, especially during the winter months. I actually block it off with, I block it off, but it's still not enough. Okay, so that still works. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there, okay, so you see that little crack there? And that's because I don't have the styles. I mean, I have style, but yes, I have style. I have all the styles. But the style sheet is not in a location where the application can pick it up. So now if we copy it over, paste, and bring it back up here. You see the gap. Let's F5 that bad boy. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Still a bit of a gap. Oh, no. Okay. So there's no gap there, but there's a bit of a gap here. Oh, is that right? Might I have a problem? Move the trash, and we'll cut it. No, we'll move the trash. Let's F5 it again. Okay, no, there's the gap. So it's a different styling element problem. I don't know if I necessarily want to say problem. Cancel. Oh, no, should have done that. Parallax, dist, paste, F5. I mean, this is pretty close as it is. Very imperceptible. Is it you? Is it because of the overflow? Or is it because of... Eurowith is right. Euro... Yeah, it's you. No, wait. Is it you or is it you? No. There's a U. Left transform. Oh, okay, so it's the parallax library itself. Specifying the width. Ooh. Interesting. 100 VW. Okay, that's probably why I do it. It's something about, if I make it 100%, which you think of the 100% of the viewport, you'd think it would just fill it up right. But then there's just a bit there, so that's why I have it at 99.2. I hate to say it's close enough, but it's close enough. Okay, alright. So then that means we still have to, are we in parallax? We're in parallax. So upload. Again, you just need the app bundle and the vendor app. And we upload. Go back into properties and verify that it comes up. It comes up. And it's looking good. Alright, and we are at, oh, we're close. Do I have time for? Alright, I might have time, not to finish, but. So now, the final, not the final thing, but I need to. Now that I have a third template, I need to add said template to my website. And since it's just a configurable thing, it should be really easy for me to add it. Just like, can't really snap with the left. Can't do it up the right. Sorta, kinda. Like, oh wait, there we go, better. Sorta. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural. The quirk of fate that had me be left-handed. Oh yes. Well, so I'm done as far as the Amazon stuff is concerned, because even if I add that thing to my website, I'm not finished yet for uploading. I can't upload that, not yet. So let me go ahead and log out of Amazon for security reasons. And my website comes up, and as you can see under my center portfolio, yes. So I have my template for Pure, which goes to that, which still comes up, and I have my template for Parallax, which goes to that, which still comes up. So now let's add my template for sidebar. Although I don't have an image, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do off camera. If I stay motivated enough to work off camera. Personal, here's my configuration services. Wow, I got a lot of stuff in here. I'm so proud of myself. Well, I'm always proud of myself. Alright, we are going to use the Pure image as a placeholder for now, but, you know what? I really shouldn't. Okay. Alright. I should have copied the link for sidebar, but sidebar. My sidebar. Let's get you out of there. UI template. Tooltip is sidebar. Minimizes navigation for prominently displaying content. You like that? I just made that up on the fly. And I'm assuming this URL is going to follow the same format. Ooh, and we just busted the 30-minute mark. And did you come up? Portfolio. Pure parallax sidebar. Learn more. Does the sidebar template come up? Hey! Oh! Way to go! Way to be! Way to go, guy! Alright. Went a little bit long, but I wanted to really push that through. So I'm going to wrap this up for now. Thank you for joining me. Cool kid words about comments and suggestions, liking and subscribing. I hope that you have a wonderful and glorious rest of the day, and that you will join me again sometime soon, at your convenience, of course. I'm not here to press you. And then in the meantime, you take care, and God bless.